Hello, everybody, and I hope that everyone is well. Welcome to Yarn with a Heart. My name's Kathy, and I can hardly believe there are only 8 days until July 25th. Truly, this month, actually, this whole year has been flying by. And for anyone new, my YouTube friend Diane and I are opening gifts from each other on our YouTube channels, and I hope you will enjoy what you see on both of our channels and keep visiting us both long after July is done. Today, there is a question that I need help with, and the question is to frog or to keep the cowl that I made as a match to the Fair Isle hat that I completed a few days ago. And here's a peek at that hat. So also at the end of the video is a bit of a look at my cozy balcony where I have morning tea and the flowers on my balcony that are growing this year. I start my plants from tiny wee plants, and this year's planters I hope will really fill out. It's going to depend on the weather and a bit of luck. So today, let's get started right away with the next item that will be part of the 300 subscriber prizes. Today's gift is to add to the non-wool box, and like the last few days, this is another that my husband Jeff helped me find. It was purchased at Lovely Knitting, and it's another of these cute donuts. Donut of yarn from Online Trend Collection Yarn. And I found out this number 409 is not a color number. I think the color for the blue one from the previous day is color 9, and this pretty silver gray one is color number 3. So these each were 50 gram size and 80 meters. They use a 5.5 millimeter to a 6 millimeter hook or needles, and it's made of 68% cotton and 22% silk. So just to let you know, there will be a third one of these cuties on the next non-wool day to coordinate with these two. So to enter the non-wool draw, please use the secret word silver. And for the wool draw, the secret word is yarn. So if you would like your name to be on both wheels, absolutely, it's great to do that. And feel free to use both words in your comment. Now, the draws for the two winners will be on July 25th, and you can check back on my next video on July 19th, as I will show the next item in the wool gift on that day. Now, it is time to open another of the yarn gifts that Diane sent to me. This one's number 8. I've got my scissors today, so there we go. I'll go ahead and open a little bit here. There we go. I'm going to open a bit along the side too. There. I'm not going to peek. I'm going to give you guys the first look. Here. And now my turn. Oh, look at these colors. another really soft one. I've never had this yarn before and I love it. It's called Red Heart Colorscape. Look at those colors. Beautiful. It is called Montreal, and it is made of, well, first it says use a 9mm hook. It's 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 187 yards. Let's see. It's a oh, no, not, I don't know. Wait a minute. Here it says, it's a 9mm hook for this pattern. The statistics on it says it's a 4 medium and to use a 4.5mm hook or a 5mm hook. My eyes, oh my goodness. It's 100% acrylic. Very beautiful yarn. Look at all those gorgeous colors in there. Thank you so much, Diane. This is so soft and beautiful. It's got some pink shades, some purple shades, the gray, and almost like a charcoal. Oh, it's lovely yarn. Thank you. This is going to be a joy to work with this one. Oh, wow. I don't know how I never saw this beautiful yarn before. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you. Wow. So that has been a wonderful, this has been a wonderful thing doing this Christmas in July with Diane. And it's been so much fun watching her knit up Santa's wardrobe and showing some of her market makes in her videos. The MyPinkBathTub Knits link is in the description box, and I hope you'll all visit Diane's channel to see the fun that she has in store for us tomorrow. And as always, information about where to find patterns and things that I've purchased is in the description box. And also, there is a link to find where channels are that I mention here too. So now let's pick a card and see if there's another fun activity to try. Okay, this is from Gather and Dwell, these Advent cards. Let's see what the one is today. Oh, it says, make your own holiday ornament. And that's kind of fun because some of us have made an ornament or talked about ones that we will be making. Maybe some crochet, some knit. I've done some diamond art, and I'll show a couple of more of those diamond art ones next video then. So that's wonderful. And I would love to hear also if there's other holidays that people make ornaments for. I'd love to hear those ideas as well. So if you wanted to share in the comments, please feel free. So now today I do have a question, and this is, you don't have to answer this. This is just if you feel that you have some ideas that would be helpful. This is about a cowl that I completed yesterday. There's no ends woven in yet because the question is, should I frog this one or should I keep it? Now this is my dilemma. I made this in the same colors to go with the Fair Isle hat that I made earlier. Now option number 1 is I would frog this and then make an exact match to the hat using this pattern. Originally, I chose not to use the same pattern, thinking it might be too thick for a cowl. And the other thing is, because this kind of Fair Isle hat has all the floats on the back, I wasn't sure, would a cowl be okay with floats on the back of it? That's the other question. Now, option number 2 is to stay with this cowl that I made and weave in the ends. And the question is, does it look okay even if it's not the same pattern? Would people like it with these 2 variations in the colors? I'm not sure. And this is, I'll just briefly put it on and show you. This is what I had wondered about, was if they would wear it sort of like almost turtleneck style. Like this. So there'd be almost like 2 variations where they could have this darker thing rolled over like this, or they could do it the opposite way where the lighter color was sort of a turtleneck or a cowl of the lighter color. So I'm sort of uncertain. I have not woven in the ends yet for that reason. And here we go. I'll hold the 2 of them together. And I really would appreciate some advice about what people would suggest. Yeah. Is it a keep or is it a frog? What do you think? Yeah. So there we go. Oh, and information about this pattern, which I do love the pattern. It is called the Half Linen Stitch-ish Cowl. It's by Nicole Nehrig, Nehrig. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and I used a 4.5 and a 5 millimeter needles in this. The yarn I used was the same as the hat. Brava worsted in the color Celestial for the dark color, and then the 2 other blue colors were yarn by the ounce, purchased from Cambridge Fibers. Now, a note within the pattern, it indicates that items made with this pattern are not to be made for profit, just to let people know. So to anyone, now at this point, to anyone who needs to step away before the flower pictures and videos start, I totally understand. And I hope to see you again next video on July 19th. As again, on that next video, it'll be all about yarn and crochet and knitting. And thank you so much to all who are staying to enjoy the flowers with me. Today's a rainy day, so all is quiet out on the balcony. Really, all you can hear is the noise of the traffic. We live kind of on a major street. There's a major street on the corner and a quieter street on the other side. We're on a corner building. Here we go. There's a very, very quiet construction area. We face south in our building, so it's kind of nice for plants where I am. First, I'll show you my favorite sitting spot. This chair in the summer and in the spring, and as long as I can in the autumn. This is where I sit many mornings and have a cup of tea. My husband has a chair just like this, and he has his coffee in the morning. So, welcome to my balcony. And here are my plants. This year my plants are not doing as well as they've done on other years. I think it's to do with the really cold weather that we had at the beginning of the summer. But here we go. I have a few marigolds. There's a cute little begonia. My geranium, I started a tiny geranium, and it is not doing quite as well as they have on other years. And some petunias and a coleus. My husband really likes coleus, so that's always nice. We get petunias because there were always petunias in the country where my husband grew up. They always had some petunias in a flower pot there. Usually I try and get one of my spider plants from in the house and include one of those on the balcony, because the spider plants do really well on my southern facing window, and there's always plenty to bring one out or two outside. And here we go. This one we tried as something different this year, and it seems to be doing quite well. There, and there's a bud coming, and a new little shoot coming on this one. So that's quite good. Another coleus. And my husband also really likes verbena, so there's some verbena in here as well. And they're doing quite well this year. And the last planter pot here that has some more marigolds. I lost some of the marigolds. They seemed to get some kind of a one moment, another airplane going overhead. This one sounds like it's quite low. There we go. The marigolds, some of them I lost because they had some sort of a problem with their leaves, but a couple of them have done really well. And my poor geraniums have not taken off this year. Some years they do, but it's just not been the year for them. And here is another begonia. This one I think is a dragon wing begonia, and it's liking it as well. I like to start my plants as little tiny starter plants. So anything that you see here, they were just tiny little babies when I got them. So we'll see how they go by August. Maybe there's going to be quite a bit of additional growth by then. And this one is another house plant that I always bring out to my patio. This one didn't do so well either this year. I think the cold got to it a bit when we had those cold nights. And that's my planter pots. So thank you so much for watching. There's a little bit of a look at what I see when I'm having my tea in the morning. Take care, and thank you again for watching. So on my next video, Friday, July 19th, I'm going to share how I reorganized my worsted weight yarn and why I did it. And also on Friday, I will be opening another present from Diane. And of course, there will be more chances to enter the Wheel of Names for the July 25th draw. So enjoy your crochet and enjoy your knitting, everyone. And I hope to see you soon on July 19th.